Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
My cousin, Lena, had always dreamed of owning her own business. Not a grand empire, but a cozy little specialty coffee shop. She's a fantastic baker and has a genuine passion for creating inviting spaces. So, when she approached me, brimming with excitement about a golden bean coffee franchise opportunity, I was happy for her. But as a seasoned financial consultant, my internal alarm bells started ringing when she mentioned the numbers. The initial franchise fee, the build-out costs, the equipment, it was an astronomical sum for someone making a modest income as a part-time baker. She'd been working with a franchise broker named Markus Thorne, a slick operator with a reputation for making deals happen. Markus had assured her everything was fine, that her loan application was approved, and that her dream was within reach. Lena had poured her entire life savings, a substantial sum she'd inherited, into the initial deposit for the franchise. The problem was, the monthly loan repayments, combined with operating costs, were more than double her actual take-home pay. She was ecstatic but terrified, feeling trapped. I looked at her paperwork, and my blood ran cold. The numbers didn't add up. No legitimate lender would approve such a high-risk loan for someone with Lena's declared income. I knew the world of commercial lending and franchise agreements inside out. Brokers like Markus often cut corners, but outright fraud was a different beast. I reviewed Lena's handwritten loan application, a simple, honest document where she accurately listed her income from the bakery and her modest personal savings. Then, I asked for the official loan application that Markus's firm had submitted to the bank and the franchise head office. In this industry, it's standard practice for brokers to transcribe handwritten applications into electronic formats. It usually streamlines the process. What I found was exactly what I suspected, but far worse than I imagined. On the electronically submitted application, Markus had inflated Lena's annual income from her actual $32,000 to a staggering $150,000. He'd also listed her as the regional operations manager of her current employer, not a part-time baker. This wasn't a mistake. It was blatant, egregious loan fraud, a felony, and a direct attempt to deceive the lending institution and the franchisor. Markus had intentionally set Lena up for financial ruin, all to collect his commission. He was effectively leveraging her good credit history and her inherited savings to pull off a scam. This wasn't just about unwinding a bad deal. It was about serving justice. I scheduled a meeting at Markus's firm, not with him, but with the regional franchise manager, an older gentleman named Mr. Davison, who oversaw all the golden bean operations in our territory. I brought Lena with me, though she was nervous. When we walked into Mr. Davison's office, Markus was there, looking smug. He clearly thought I was just a concerned family member trying to haggle over terms. I started calmly, explaining that we needed to discuss Lena's franchise agreement and the associated loan. Markus cut in. "Everything's squared away, Lena. Approved and ready to go." I smiled. "Not quite, Markus. There's been a significant discrepancy in the documentation." I then produced Lena's original handwritten application, showing her true income and position. Then, with a flourish, I laid down the electronic application that his firm had submitted to the bank. "Mr. Davison, Markus," I said, pointing directly at the income discrepancy. "My cousin, Lena Sterling, accurately declared an annual income of $32,000 from her role as a baker. The application submitted by Mr. Thorne's firm to secure this $250,000 loan states her income as $150,000 and her position as regional operations manager. That, gentlemen, is bank fraud. It's also misrepresentation to the franchisor." Markus's smug expression dissolved into a sickly pallor. Mr. Davison, who initially looked annoyed, now looked like he'd seen a ghost. The air in the room became thick with tension. They both knew the proof was damning, irrefutable. I wasn't making an accusation. I was presenting evidence of a felony. Mr. Davison stammered. What exactly are you suggesting?" "I'm suggesting," I replied, my voice firm, "that we unwind this entire fraudulent deal. Lena gets her initial deposit back, the loan is canceled and all records of this application are expunged. Or we can take this documentation, along with my expert testimony, directly to the bank's fraud department, the local authorities, and every regulatory body I can think of. Your firm, Markus, and the Golden Bean franchise could be facing massive fines, license revocations, and serious criminal charges. How's that commission looking then? Markus started to protest, but Mr. Davison silenced him with a furious glare. The regional manager knew the magnitude of what I held. A scandal like this could utterly devastate the franchise's reputation and lead to the corporate office pulling his entire territory. Mr. Davison tried to salvage something, offering to find Lena a smaller opportunity with a different broker. No, I said. You unwind this deal, return Lena's deposit, and compensate her for the emotional distress and time wasted due to your firm's criminal negligence. Markus was practically shaking. He kept trying to speak, to justify, to deny, but I shut him down. You committed loan fraud, Markus. Your future in this industry is hanging by a thread. I'm being incredibly generous by not calling the police right now. After a tense 20 minutes, Mr. Davison conceded. They couldn't afford a criminal investigation and the ensuing PR nightmare. Not only did they unwind the entire deal, returning Lena's substantial initial deposit in full, but they also paid her an additional 6-figure settlement for her distress and inconvenience, which was essentially hush money to avoid a deeper probe. Markus Thorne was immediately suspended, and I later heard through the grapevine that he lost his license and was effectively blackballed from the industry. His firm faced an internal investigation and a hefty fine from the franchisor for negligence. Lena, with her savings restored and a significant settlement in hand, was able to pursue her dream on her own terms, without the predatory burden of an impossible loan. She eventually opened her own independent coffee shop, thriving without any franchise overhead. Seeing her beaming, successful, and free from that financial nightmare, that was my true commission. Some people try to take advantage of others for a quick buck, but when you mess with my family and commit felonies, you learn that karma has an interest rate. It was a profound satisfaction to watch Markus's career crumble under the weight of his own deception.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.